Greetings and welcome. My name is Jake Rayson and I am a wildlife food forest garden designer, and today I just really wanted to have a look at the Tapestry Lawns because I'm doing it anyway and I think they're really brilliant and lovely, but I've come up across a couple of issues with them, of course. This is the site, this is the Clifftop Garden, and what I've got going on here is a small area of lawn. It's about 3 meters along the front, 3.5 meters deep, and it's in a kind of triangle shape. And I've bought a load of plug plants. I've got some kind of relatively cheap small plug plants from British Wildflower Plants, and I was thinking, oh, there's about 30 per square meter and that will be plenty to put in. And what it is that there's been a bit of a delay because the pergola where the pile of concrete is, that's not going up until April, and then their path needs to go in as well later on this month. And I thought, well, rather than put individual plug plants, Lionel Smith in his book Tapestry Lawn says he hasn't had that much success with plugs. So rather than create myself a lot of work, I thought, well, what I will do is to get a load of trays and put the plug plants into the trays and grow them on, and then plant out in April, plant out tray loads of ground cover basically. But there is a kind of issue with this. Yes, if it works, it'd be great, but I didn't calculate the number of trays that are required. So here, this are you going to do it for me? I think so. This is in CAD. I've just done a quick little illustration of, roughly this is the shape of the triangle, 3 meters long, 3.5 meters deep, going to about 3/4 of a meter at the bottom, and I thought, right, that's roughly 6 meters square. So, there's 6 meters. It's roughly 6 meters square, and that's 28 plants per square meter. And then I looked at the trays I've got, which are 30, some weird size, 35 centimeter by 22 centimeter. And I thought, well, I'll just see how many trays that is, because, the trays are about that big. And I'll put the plugs in there, grow them on in some nice compost and look after them, and get a nice sheet of ground cover plants. So I put the trays in, and it's a hell of a lot. And I think that's 60, well, this is about 60, 65 or something in this. And that is an awful lot of trays. And that's more trays than I think I have spare. So I'm looking at getting some more trays in, which I think I'll possibly do anyway. But the point is, it then works out at 3 plants per tray. So yeah, which is not a vast number of plug plants per tray, so they are going to have to grow on a hell of a lot in a hell of a short time. But it'd be better than putting them out as plug plants. Now I think what's happened is, so what I'm getting at is that it's not a high enough density, and I've already spent, I think, I'm not sure what the amount is. It's 100 odd quid, 120 quid for the plant. So this is a list of the plants that that I'll be using. So I've already spent £120 on 6 square meters. So that is £20 per square meter, which is a hell of a lot of money. It's like it's not a cheap way of doing it, and still it's not a vast amount of coverage. So this is why Tapestry Lawns haven't really kind of taken off, because they are expensive. Because they're expensive ways of doing it. That to grow big sheets of plant like turf, it's really, really expensive, and it's an expensive way of doing it. I will do it anyway, and I will get some more trays, and I will plant them out in April, and it will be a roaring success. But I just really wanted to highlight this. This is an issue, is how much money it does cost. So I think it'd be a good idea if you are considering it. This is the thing. The kind of cheapest way of doing it really is if you have the capability of growing your own trays of plants and doing it yourself, and even then, or maybe making up some kind of makeshift areas and then sowing the seed and then growing them on. I'm not 100% sure how it's going to work out, but this is why a tapestry lawn is quite hasn't really caught on. So there we go. That's my little bit about that. I wanted now, whilst I'm here, I might as well talk about the plants as well. So what I've gone for, you're going to come up, yeah. Hopefully you can see these. I've gone for a range of sun-loving, kind of full sun plants and native plants, and I've kind of kept the number of different species down to a few. And I'll just go through them. So there's bugle, which is a lovely, kind of semi-evergreen plant. Daisy, which again semi-evergreen. Harebell, campanula, rotundifolia, a lovely plant as well. Chamomile, which you've heard from a chamomile lawn. Bird's-foot trefoil, kind of very well-known native plant. Self-heal, lesser stitchwort, germander speedwell, yarrow, silverweed, ground ivy, fox and cubs, and red clover. And these down here, the last few, they really go for it. So you have less of them, so the proportion is some of them, and then the ones above bugle date, these ones, you have more of them, which is why I've bought more, double the number. So I need to work out how that's all going to pan out in terms of the trays and how they all fit together. So it's actually quite a bit of work involved in doing this. So yes, so this is the kind of the basic plan. It will work, whatever, it will work. It will be fine, but it is a little bit more. Yeah, it's going to be more fiddly than I thought. So, but there we go. It is a learning process, and it's the first one I've done as well. So I'll keep you posted on it. I'll get myself some more trays and get propagating the plug plants, and also quite a few of these as well. I think I have some spare of quite a lot of them. So like germander speedwell and daisy. I know I've got some kicking around the place, and silverweed. I've got some silverweed too. Anyway, there we go. That's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I shall catch up with you again soon. All right, cheers, bye.